Hello, I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to FinextraTV. We're here at Sibos 2022 in Amsterdam. With me now in the studio is Martin Jersen from P27 Nordic Payments. Martin, great to see you. Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
No problem at all. We're talking about the progress of P27. Really excited about this and following on from our past discussions about the progress. And we're on a first start because I know the launch is set for 2023. So tell us, where are we up to with this and what's the status of the implementation? Let's start there.
Yeah, but I mean, we have for the last couple of years been preparing ourselves towards this go live, and now we intend to bring out the SEK Instant schemes for the Swish payments in 2023, and also to start to do other types of account-to-account payments in Sweden. So we start with Sweden, and we are planning for going live with that in 2023.
Wonderful. So with that might come some challenges. So I want to hear a bit about them, because as you're approaching implementation, there might be some tensions along the way. So tell us, what are the main challenges you're seeing then?
Yeah, right now we are in testing mode of the platform, and our sub-supplier that is developing this is doing everything they can to bring a solution to the market that will work. So right now we are testing it together with the community to make sure that it works in a proper way. And of course there are many bug fixes and stuff like that to make sure that everything works. So that is kind of the main focus here and now. Mm-hmm. We will obviously solve it and then we will move on. But now is the time when we actually start the platform as such, and then we will roll out scheme after scheme after scheme based on that. It's important to have the community to follow us. It's important to have the regulators to follow us,
yeah.
And suppliers to follow us in the same pace. So that is what we are struggling with, to keep everything together.
That's right, and I think one of the big discussions at Sibos is how we're seeing a lot of geopolitical tensions in the headlines, and we're entering an economic crisis with the cost of living crisis. So what's P27's role in that as an infrastructure provider, and how are you responding to those problems?
Yeah, but I think actually that this was in the cards for P27 even before all of this started. So due to the fact that we are getting bigger volumes into the system by joining forces together, there will be a better possibility and a better business case to actually go all the way through and make the best resilient system that is possible. Mm-hmm. So we will put out a higher level of data centers with a higher level of resilience in those ones in comparison to the legacy systems. We will have a crash recovery in one country, and we will have 2 double active data centers in different jurisdictions to spread out the risk in between the countries.
Mm-hmm. I think resilience is the key word there,
yes,
isn't
it is.
So what does the future hold then, and what do you think P27 can bring to the market further down the line then?
The starting point is obviously the base that we are rolling out now, country per country. First Sweden, then Denmark, and then Finland after that. And then on top of that, something we have been really working on for a long time now is to bring out the Nordic bill payment service to the market. We don't have a date for that yet. It will come at a later stage. But I think that is kind of a really low-hanging fruit for us, a Nordic bill payment solution. On top of that, what we also have in our business plan is to help out, if we think about the geopolitical situation, for instance, with services when it comes to fraud and AML. Mm-hmm. That is also quite high. We have not fully designed it yet. We're not ready with how to do it in detail, but I know that it's very high on the agenda for the banks to get those kind of services from us. Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm. I think that will need a whole other interview to talk about that subject of fraud and risk as well. But Martin, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you so much for the update, and it's good to catch up and hear about the progress of P27. But I'll let you get back to the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hannah.